on this topic that I'm going to mention now. Nikah is a contract. Nikah is a contract between a male and a female. How does this contract occur? Putting the tradition on the side, the contract is simply the proposal and the acceptance between a male and a female. That is all that is necessary in nikah. This is known as the rukn in nikah. But the condition is witnesses. For a Muslim getting married, there has to be 2 Muslim male witnesses. And if not 2 male witnesses, then 1 Muslim male and 2 females. They have to be present when this proposal and this acceptance happens. In this proposal and acceptance, one of the conditions is that when one proposes or accepts, the verb used in the wording of the contract must be of past tense. So a person says to this female in the presence of witnesses, a man says to a girl or a woman or a female, I want to marry you, or I will marry you. That is present tense and future tense. That is not the correct way. If he says, I marry you, that is past tense. Or I have married you, that is also past tense. And the female replies, I accept, or I have accepted, then the nikah occurs. The nikah occurs only by saying this once. Another ruling is that as long as there is one, either the proposal or the acceptance is from the past tense, then the other may be from the present tense, or it may be a commanding verb. So if from one side one says that marry me as a command, as an order, he orders, he says marry me, and the woman says I have accepted, or I have married you. Because on one side there is the past tense, the nikah occurs. Just by saying it once. Some people think that because in nikah, in the traditional way, the imam or the alim-e-din or the person who is acting as the wakil, the representative, he makes you say it 3 times. That's why to break the nikah you have to say talaq 3 times. That is what some people think. That is ignorance. That is ignorance, that is incorrect, it's invalid, it's not from Islam. Nikah occurs only by 1 proposal and 1 acceptance, just the first time. Once you've said it, it occurs. The reason why they make you say it the second time and the third time is for blessings. Is for blessings and is in case somebody didn't hear. Okay? It's repetition for ta'qeed. It's for ta'qeed, to emphasize that these 2 have been married and they have accepted. But once when they say it, that is enough. Once they say it, it is enough. And thus, to give talaq only once is enough. That person who gives talaq in one time, he says talaq 3 times, is a stupid man. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said, regarding somebody who gave talaq 3 times in one sitting, in one makan, he said talaq 3 times to his wife. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was given this news, he became extremely angry. He became extremely angry that he has been given the right of giving talaq once, and then the second time, and then the third time. Why has he given talaq 3 times altogether? And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ayul'abu bi kitabillahi wa ana bayna azhurikum." The book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being played with. People are playing with the book of Allah. People are playing with the law of Allah. People are playing with the rights of talaq that Allah has given. They are giving talaq all 3 in once. Allahu Akbar. And I am still alive amongst you, living amongst you. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbade this. He forbade this, and it is forbidden to give talaq 3 times in one go. If you want to give talaq to your wife, say it once. Just say it once. And then whenever you wish, you can marry again. You can get married again. But if you say talaq 3 times in one go, or separately, if you've said it 3 times, then now you cannot get married to your wife again. Until she gets married to another person, and she sleeps with that other person, and then she gets a divorce from that other person, and then she spends the iddah from the divorce of that other person, only then she can get married to you again. Any man, no man would want his wife to get married to another man and then sleep with that man. And if you don't want that, then don't ever give 3 talaqs to your wife. Don't ever do that. Use the rights that Allah has given you. Allah has given you the right of just giving 1 talaq. And after, if you wish, when she is spending her iddah, you can call her back. You can take her back. And if you wish, after the iddah has passed, you can do nikah to her again, without her having to do nikah again, with somebody else. And thus, these rules are very important for us to know. And it is very important that every Muslim, before he gets married, educates himself regarding the rules regarding nikah and talaq, and regarding the rights of each other. It is very important. It is fard. Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslimah. To gain knowledge regarding the compulsory acts in Islam is an obligation upon every Muslim, male and female. Anyhow, the aqd of nikah, the transaction, the contract of nikah, occurs when the proposal and the acceptance takes place. So once somebody has proposed and the other has accepted, the nikah occurs. One of the conditions is that the witnesses, they can hear the proposal and the acceptance. If the witnesses don't hear it, then the nikah will not occur. What happens in our tradition is that from the female, somebody acts as the official representative, yani the wakil. He acts as the wakil. And he comes into the place where the male is. And he says that I am the representative of the female. Her name is such and such. She is the daughter of such and such, who is the son of such and such. I am the official representative, and I give her hand in nikah to you. Do you accept? And he says, yes, I have accepted, or I accept. Then the nikah occurs. The condition is that he says it, the proposal and the acceptance is so loud that the witnesses can hear. So if the wakil says, do you accept? And the person says, yes, I accept. Then the nikah will not occur. Okay, because the witnesses will not hear. So he has to speak out loud. And that is one of the reasons why sometimes the wakil makes him say it 3 times. And tells him to speak loud and clear so that the witnesses can hear. And all those people who are present, they are all witnesses of that nikah. Once the nikah occurs, and another condition in Islam is mahr, the dowry. The dowry, according to the Hanafi madhab, has to be equivalent to 10 dirhams from the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the calculation of how much that is today has been given by the ulama kiram, which is not present in my mind at the moment, which you need to look up as well. Dowry is of different types. One that is given before the nikah, one that is given after the nikah at a specific time, and one that can be given at any time. This is the right of the female. This is given to the female, not to anybody else. Not the father of the female. He shouldn't put it in his pocket and spend it. It is the right of the female, and that money should be given to the female.